Great, set. Delta. Delta, set. Delta. Great, set. Delta. Delta. Great, set. Delta. Delta, set. Delta. Delta. Great, set. Delta. Great, set. Delta. Great, set. Delta. Delta, set. Delta. Delta, set. Great, set. Delta. Delta, set. Delta. Delta. Great, set. Delta. Great, set. Delta, set. Delta. Great, set.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Broncos and the Huskies on Sunday night primetime.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Huskies of Brooklyn. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing is Hurts. His throw incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn. And this should be a fun experience to watch unfold. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Hurts. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd down and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Short pass caught by Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. That is caught, and he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution of it.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. George Karlaftis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Burrow looking to pass. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a gain of 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to find that one open downfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Huskies put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Burrow will throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that will be incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They run it here with Oliver. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Oliver taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Huskies are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They go play action with Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the 1st. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Huskies are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play, and of course he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Henry here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Short pass caught by Henry. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the first down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense They just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second down, here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Burrow. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Quick completion to Henry. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. Daniel Jones, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run in the victory. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now third down and 7. Burrow looking to pass. They set up the screen to Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow will throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Hurts. That is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A quick throw, but incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They go play action with Hurts. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Now 2nd and 5. They go up the middle with Chubb. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now it's Burrow. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Burrow on play action. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Denver. This is taken at about the 14 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 2-2 Atwell and company get back onto the field for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And these guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Burrow. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Sly able to put this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This will not fully over yet. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He gets it underneath to Hall. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Back to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Butker's kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Burrow will throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. To the right side and complete to Atwell.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 9-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Hurts. He dumps this one off here to Hall. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Hall on a give up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with one touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Huskies are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Broncos now down by 15. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing, Burrow to Henry.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Burrow. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's Burrow.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Burrow.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point by Sly is up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Brooklyn, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll get to stay home again next